This is the pilot episode of Three Dudes, One Zoom. It is April 2nd at 1:04 p.m. We are joined with Turtle, Little C. I'm the host, Teets will go by, just to protect identity for now. I'll just start off
As our
with
names are in the bottom corner.
They're not on the final Zoom when it gets edited out.
Ah.
Our names aren't there. I learned that last night.
Oh.
I did a whole crash course on Zoom on 2 a.m., learning everything about it.
Did you?
Editing Little C's audio clips about his private parts and stuff.
Oh, is that when you FaceTimed me? And you're like, this
That's
is great.
when it first converted. It took 45 minutes to convert.
I thought you were talking about Tiger King, but
oh yeah, you got really upset. We'll get to Tiger King later though, Little C.
Can't contain myself.
So basically, just a little introduction. I'm Teets, college student. You don't need to know where. I just started a podcast with the boys to try to, kill time and make something interesting and hopefully have a few laughs. So we'll go now to Turtle. Introduce yourself.
I'm Turtle. I'm also a college student. Looking to have some fun with the boys.
All right. And I'm Corey. I'm also a college student, and I love hockey, so that's probably what I'm going to be talking about most. And yeah, looking to just kill time, have some laughs, and just have a good time.
All right, so this is going to be really shitty for the first 45 episodes. Fair warning to the three people that will listen to us.
If we make 45.
Oh, we got to make 45. That's the cutoff for podcasts. That's an unwritten rule that I just unwrote. All right, so you want to dive into the first topic that we're talking about a little bit?
Of course. I can't wait.
All right, so we'll start off with the hit, terrible TV show Tiger King on Netflix.
Documentary.
So, Tank, you're up to episode 2. I feel like we'll talk about this over several podcasts.
Episode 2.
And
all right, so what happened in episode 2?
It just ended with Carol Baskins, who obviously killed her husband, who denies it and says she doesn't feed it to her.
Did they go into the whole thing yet, or did they just mention it?
They just mentioned
it. That's the next episode.
Oh, you haven't even seen the music video.
That's not even his song. That's not his songs or anything. That's a different band. They want credit for it.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Don't ruin that. I'll look into that. But Tank, what do you think so far?
I think it's crazy. Joe is a gay dude, and he's a freak. And I thought he was going to be the one that's the most freaky, but it's the doctor who's running a cult.
I like Tim the best out of all
the
them.
Best.
No,
he's got 5 wives. He's banging 5 ladies.
No, the doctor's literally manipulating girls and getting them to come and work for him.
Yeah.
And it's and then I think craziest doctor's actually doing a crime. He's organized crime.
He's
he's trafficking people and animals.
He hasn't killed anyone or anything.
Okay,
so.
But he's a sex trafficker.
He's Charles Manson.
He's like Jeffrey Dahmer too. If you turned out that guy boiled the skin off animals, that wouldn't shock me.
No, not at all.
And then
with all of them, they wouldn't.
But Carol's the craziest.
Carol's the craziest.
I don't like how she's saying that what he's doing is wrong. What is she doing different? They're all doing the same thing.
No, here's
the video difference. Of Joe in the fucking thing.
Her thing says rescue, and his thing is just zoo. That's the difference.
Yeah, that's the only difference.
Wait, where?
I think she takes less care of them in the where they're at. They're smaller cages.
And I thought this whole thing was in Ohio. It's in Oklahoma.
What? That's where her zoo is, or whatever.
Hers is in Florida. His is in Oklahoma.
Yeah. And
what about
Ohio?
Was
Doc's in Ohio?
Doc's in Ohio, right? I think Doc's in Ohio.
What was there? Because all of a sudden, I thought it was in Ohio, and now it's in Oklahoma, and he's running. You'll learn about that Tank what he does later.
I think Doc is in Ohio.
No, he's in South Carolina.
You want me to look it up?
One of them's
Myrtle Beach.
One of them's in.
Wait, what's his actual name?
Because John Kasich was talking about.
Yeah, that's right. And then they're I'm like, who's in Oklahoma now? That didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole thing doesn't make sense.
I like Shaq going to the zoo.
Oh yeah, he's like, I bought 2 more tigers. It's like, what?
They interviewed him about it, and he's like, I didn't know the guy. I'm not friends with the guy. Yeah. Where's this zoo?
I have no idea where this is.
Myrtle Beach.
I thought that's where the doctor's is.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been to Myrtle
who's
Beach.
In Ohio, then?
I don't think anyone's in Ohio
so
right
why
now.
is
what
John
about
Kasich talking about it?
I don't know.
What about the
John Kasich,
fucking
governor of Ohio?
Scarface guy, Teets?
Yo, that guy's wild.
That guy's the cleanest guy in the whole show, and he did 12 years for drugs. That's the crazy part.
Yeah,
that's
he's
the one
clean
guy.
now.
you're like, I'd hang out with him. He seems most normal. Like, he knows that there was an FBI informant that they just hacked up, and his response is, I didn't do it, but I watched.
But I watched it, yeah.
Okay,
He's
so
like, what's the difference?
I know that Tyler hasn't gotten this far, but James, I don't like that Jeff guy.
That he's a weasel. He shows up in his Ferrari and is like, oh, I'm going to save the zoo. And then it's like he can't afford even to pay the Ferrari.
Crazy. I want both of you to finish it like ASAP because it gets crazy.
I'll probably finish it today in between classes.
I got
That's
homework
just
to
like,
do.
it's terrible. First of all, I feel bad for these cats.
Yeah,
why? I think most of the cats in Joe Exotics is probably kept the best compared to
as
all
of now, as of episode 2.
The point of all thing is like cats are meant to be out in the woods. Like they're not supposed to be confined in. That's why I feel bad.
I'm not a big fan about like zoos in general. Like
I love a good zoo.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I think zoos are cool, but
I feel like
the Bronx Zoo. I think they do things
I haven't
legit.
been there in years. I want to go there again, but
I'll take you.
The problem is they're all confined, and you can't. Well, what are you gonna do? Set them free in the wild?
No,
they don't know how
but
to
my
live in the wild,
these roadside zoos are an issue. I think. Like these people that just buy tigers and you can go pet them. Like, what makes Joe Exotic? Like, I doubt he went to college.
No, no shot.
You know, a lot of the best guys in the world that created stuff didn't go to college. Just because you went to college,
I'm sorry,
you dumbass.
No, but if you're handling a wild animal, I need you trained on like veterinary stuff and how to handle tigers.
Well, if we're gonna go by that, his crew is definitely not the most experienced.
He's the type of guy that goes and finds someone that doesn't have a job. He's like, I will give you meth and money if you work for me. Like he married someone.
They showed him like going up to someone who had like nothing and offer him like a job.
And he's like, I'll give you $150 a week, and they're like, this is the best thing ever. It's.
I mean, that's good though. I guess.
There's no running water in the trailer.
Well, what was she doing as what did he offer her a job as?
Just to help out, I think.
Well, everybody at Doc Zoo gets $100 a week, and they're working 8 to midnight.
Yeah, that sucks.
But the thing is, I don't see anyone at Doc's thing walking around with half an arm missing.
Yo, that girl is an employee of the fucking year.
Yeah, well, I mean, like she did it herself. She stuck her arm in a freaking.
But I thought it was a guy at first.
That's a whole nother issue, little thing. What's it called? All of these people have like a cult following to them.
Yeah,
it's creepy.
I never heard of any
all
of this
three
before.
of them.
That's what makes it crazy.
You don't hear.
Like I never heard of Joe Exotic.
I remember when there's a part later on the John Oliver clip. I remember watching the John Oliver clip about the campaign.
Oh yeah,
I hate John Oliver.
Tank. But I remember seeing that, but I didn't care. I just thought it was some ridiculous guy. I didn't know it was like this guy was actually like.
And he goes to school. Well, he used to go to schools and shit. And
do
That's
like
crazy.
Talks about like because his
was
brother
a magician with tigers.
That's sick as fuck. Honestly, like that's sick.
Some 12-year-old taught him how to do magic because his performance sucked. Yeah. Unreal.
I like Carol being allergic to cats.
Yeah,
but she's saving
like
cats.
She's like my whole.
My life's been dedicated to cats. I wear cats. I have cats everywhere. I just can't
by the way,
hold or be near. He loved to fly and stuff. She's like, yeah, he was like, he has suspended license the day after he got it, but he flew all the time. It's like, I think you should be locked up.
Oh, Tank needs to watch the next episode. We should have made this podcast where you have to watch at least the first 3 episodes.
You said 2 last night.
Yeah, well.
So I watched the first 2.
Are you hooked on it?
No, I think it sucks.
That's what I thought too. I thought it was really dumb.
It's
I only
very
watched
dumb.
it for you.
So did my dad, but like as like it just
I don't think your dad's a good reference for entertainment.
Horror movies. He calls it the horror genre.
We'll be planning to have him on this at some point, Corey's father.
What's your question, James?
I didn't have a question.
You said I have a question for you.
I said we're planning to have. Oh yeah, what did you think? No, I asked that. What did you think?
Oh yeah, I don't think it's good. I think it's terrible. I think it's terrible what they do. I think it's
Little
terrible
C. Little C. Who set the fire?
Huh?
Who set the fire?
Ooh, I forgot about that actually. I don't know. He blamed it on
It's Joe Exotic set that fire.
That's what I would think, but he blame it on the guy who was making like the reality show or whatever.
Yeah, the video they showed did like how I envision that guy walks, that's how I would think he walks.
And they killed. Weren't there like alligators and shit in there?
Yeah,
See, that's horrible.
That's the thing. That's what's going to happen with these maniacs with arson and fires and animals. It's terrible. Tank, don't worry.
Poor alligators. The poor alligators.
And then he's like, but he exploited that.
Hell, I like the guy with no legs. I like that guy.
He's honest.
He's straight up.
Dude, he's literally like, yeah, Joe, he's like, he just tried to kill her. Like,
I think Joe's the best character, or real, I mean, he's real, in the entire show. I think it's crazy. He's got 2 husbands, really creepy dude,
not anymore.
Really wild. Oh, come on.
Did you see it? They're reopening.
Tell me it's the 19-year-old, because that kid's got potential to go somewhere else.
I don't think any of them have potential if they bought into that.
Once you're linked up with Joe, I think you're done.
Nah, did you see that they reopened the investigation with Carol?
Yeah, into the husband.
Oh, I hope she gets it.
They're not going to find it if they haven't had anything now.
My dad was like, man, the police department down there fucking sucks.
No, just like the one up in Potsdam.
Oh, I gotta
watch that.
I gotta watch that. We gotta do that too.
We could do we'll make a part of this like true
crime.
Wait,
what is it called? Because I'm gonna write it down. Because I've been wanting to watch it.
Garrett Cooper. Just look up Garrett Cooper.
I gotta watch the 6th episode of Barstool. That's the one about the air conditioning.
And you haven't watched the whole Barstool thing, and you're the one that wants to talk about it.
Oh, Tank.
I know. Well, that one's almost. How many episodes are there? 12?
13.
13.
14. Shit.
Close. So you want to talk about that now?
No, you get hooked on them though.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, but these are short. They're nice, easy, quick.
Yeah. So what's the 5th? How many Barstool ones have you watched? You're not watching it right now.
I just finished Howitzer Gate, and they went into talking about the stabbing of the AC.
Yeah. What's it called?
Great.
So what'd you think of the Barstool documentary, Tank?
I love the Barstool. I love Dave Portnoy. I think the best part of the entire documentary is that his one buddy is like he peaked at age 12.
Oh, Todd McShay.
Yeah.
You know who Todd McShay is, right?
He's on ESPN, isn't
he's like he's with Mel Kiper for the draft, the NFL draft. Corey, what'd you think of it?
I thought it was really good. What's your favorite episode?
Howitzer Gate, because that's when I got in the Barstool.
I love the rap one.
Great. And the rap one.
He hasn't seen it yet. Tank, you're killing us.
So good. That's my favorite. Just Portnoy makes that episode. It's so funny.
Makes every episode. He's great. He stands right by Howitzer Gates to this day.
No,
he still thinks it's a great.
Good for him.
It's bold. It got him on the map though. It made people like in New York aware all around the country. Just so people know, we're talking about the Barstool documentary podcast on the origins of Barstool, how it came to be with Dave Portnoy, and it just aired. It's on Barstool.com. If you want to check it out.
Obviously, he's like one of our inspirations starting this.
Oh, the reason I'm a media is KFC and Kmart.
Really? That's why?
I mean, I just remember like those guys are cool growing up, so that's probably why I
like the fact they could do what they love like for a living. Like they have like one of the easiest jobs. Like they just talk about.
But they were dirt poor for years.
Oh yeah, but look at them now.
For how long?
Yeah, well, you put it in the grind, you get it. That's America.
Good for him. Good for him. Who's what's his name? Dana Beers? Is that the new guy now?
I don't like.
Who is that?
I'm not a fan. He
just sells shirts.
No, but Dave like made him a thing that he couldn't sell a certain amount of beers or something like that.
Zillion beers, right?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Impossible.
But they're in the NASCAR now, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, I like the NASCAR.
They're NASCAR.
Barstool's the future. Like that's the future of sports. Like ESPN's gonna fall.
Are they bigger than ESPN right now?
No, because they don't have the TV deals. Like they're not in that sphere at all.
I haven't watched ESPN. God knows how. I don't even know who's on there.
But when you're watching a game, that's where ESPN makes its money.
Yeah.
TV contracts are worth billions of dollars. Barstool's just not in that market. They don't broadcast games. They Rough and Rowdy's their closest thing. That's a pay-per-view.
I still gotta watch. Are they like? Oh well, you can't make any more now with the quarantine and shit.
There's nothing going on right now.
I want to watch one of those. They seem
They're
entertaining.
Amazing. I miss
just throwing guys like me and Tank out there in a box.
It's amateur. Well, no, because like they make the weight class.
No, I know. But I'm just saying, like guys like us. Like
I would pay $100 to watch Tank and you box because I feel like it'd be closer than people think.
I boxed
because he's
quick. One time. Who?
Yours don't even.
It doesn't matter. I just hit him once and he's done.
But you're sensitive.
Oof.
I'm sensitive. That doesn't mean anything. What is he gonna?
He's gonna say something mean, and you're gonna stop.
Yeah, no, and then I'm gonna beat his ass.
there
That'd be the worst thing. You don't want to do that in the ring.
Are nut taps allowed?
No, Corey.
Boxing, Corey.
I'll pay the ref.
Ask
I'll
your
pay the
dad.
ref.
Yeah, ask
Your dad
ask
can
him
be
about
the
4G.
official for this.
My dad?
Or
Oh,
you
then he'll let me do it.
Or you could ask
I'll be
Corey's
like-
father.
I'll
Corey.
be like, yo, Dad, it's Wolfman got nerds over there. He'll look. Just do it real quick.
Hey, Corey, when I asked your father what D-Day was, what did he say?
Oh, what did he say?
Isn't
He was
that
like,
that
it's a
shit
thing-
with the Germans?
Yeah.
That's good.
My dad,
I still play it off.
if he had like a history show, that would be great.
Oh, I'd be phenomenal.
That would
It'd be
literally
like drunk history, but he's
I
sober.
was
Drunk
literally
History-
worth.
Have you watched that?
Yeah.
Those are good.
It's actually pretty funny. Like some of it's pretty
no
funny.
free ads.
Huh?
No
No
free
free
ads. We
Oh,
can't
my
even
bad.
promote our own podcast, and you're promoting their
We'll get
shows.
people to watch it. Don't you worry.
We're
Who
gonna
have the
have.
Send it
Rangers
out.
signed?
Send it out.
Justin Richards? Who the fuck is that? Huh.
That's what
I don't know
happens
who
when
that
you have
is.
a Nat on the
Beep.
pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corey's gone as soon as there's an update. So good
Why, we can't
transition.
curse?
Now we'll go into hockey. Since the
Okay.
Rangers
Yeah.
just signed someone, which
Some-
then Corey's like,
some-
it's actually the Texas Rangers signed someone.
Some scrub who I've never heard of.
All right, so Corey, thoughts on the hockey world right now with it not being playing and we're
It's
in
not
quarantine?
looking good. Not looking good.
Do you
I
think they're
think-
going to resume the season?
I don't. They
I don't think
honestly,
so.
the more that we go into this, I think they will do the like where it's just, they do go right into the Stanley Cup where they take the two best teams. I think that's how it might be.
That's completely unfair. How would that even work? Like,
Well,
I
that's
don't
how it
want them
used to
do
be.
that.
It would go back to how sports used to be, where if you won your conference, you went to the.
I think what you said with
Finals.
the top 20 or whatever, that would be the best. But
go
I don't.
round robin?
No, you just expand the playoffs. You would add like the fringe
I don't
teams
know.
to the
though.
playoffs.
So like
I
the
don't-
Rangers would make it. So
Yeah,
But how long would that take? Because like, when is all this
just do
gonna?
one game elimination.
like no, you're not doing
Until-
them. You're not going to do them. It's like NCAA
I would think best
does
of
them.
5 at least. At
You
least.
you
can't
can't
do
go
best of
through.
3.
You
Yeah.
can't.
Best of
Game
5
3?
at least.
No, I honestly think they'll probably
But
take.
that's gonna take longer than anything.
What if they really want? They'll take the two highest in each conference, have that be the conference finals, then have Stanley. Because
Yeah.
they want to have more games, because then they'll sell more tickets, have more viewership,
Well, of
sell more
course.
ads,
Well, yeah,
make more
but
money.
then you're going to
That's-
go into the next season, and it's going to affect that.
That's
season.
the thing.
Yeah.
It's the NHL, from what I read, doesn't want to affect the end of next season. Like they are willing to start this year in November as long as they end that second week of June next year, which they could do. And the NHLPA, from what I heard, was more than willing to condense the schedule, because right now teams have a bye week, and if they get rid of that bye week and go back to the old way they used to play, they can, in a way, make up about 3 weeks of a month in game time, and you just would have to play like double your back-to-backs, which you're gonna have more injuries, more people get hurt. Playoffs won't be as good because you'll guys be hurt, guys will be tired. But if it fixes it going forward, but I mean, if you look at China, with all that's going on there, they're not even able to resume their games yet, and they're 4 months ahead of us.
Didn't they
So,
just cancel like the Memorial Cup or whatever?
Yeah,
And,
up
like
in
that
Canada.
That's rough.
I mean, well, last night they said the Open's canceled. ESPN, someone reported that. I got an ESPN update. Someone said that.
Yeah.
But
I
then today they said that the Open is still on, but it's going to be postponed.
Wait, when is that? Well, when is it supposed to be?
Open's usually end of July, like July 21st.
Oh, damn.
Usually that
Oof.
weekend. But like
I
the
don't-
Indianapolis 500 is delayed till August. And-
If it's the end of July or whatever, I would just wait it. Like, I don't know.
But
You think it's gonna go till the end of July? Like,
I think it's gonna. I think the restriction June, because what it needs to do is you need to get through everyone, and then you need to have like a month of nobody, and then you start opening it up. Because the thing is, if you open up the NHL, Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, something like that, and you start the year, then one person gets sick, you have to shut down the whole.
well, now
league.
you got
again.
you got 5 Senator players that have it.
Well, there's
So
but
like,
those
I
are
would stay away from that.
but-
Well, they suck anyways. So
but they're
like, you guys
recovered.
aren't playing.
But they're recovered anyway, and so there's players on the Avalanche that are sick too.
Yeah, there's 2, right?
Yeah.
I
I
wanna
think
know
there's
who they
7
are.
players. They're not going to release that
I
for privacy of the players. But they have to finish. There has to be a champion this year. No
Yeah.
leagues canceled a championship since the '94
How are
World
they gonna do the
Series.
NBA too? Like all these sports. Like I don't know. Football's probably
well,
the best one right
LeBron's
now. Like the NFL.
LeBron's a cock, and he said he would be okay going in the playoffs. So that means ESPN's already decided that they're supporting just going straight into the playoffs.
But it sucks because you got Ovechkin and Crosby said that, but they're like in the playoffs. Like, what about the teams that are fighting for it? Like us, like you can't. That's not fair.
That would. Well, I mean, if it's the top two in the league, then they're not. Crosby and Malkin wouldn't make it. They would need the full playoff slate to go through to make it.
Well, yeah, but they want to jump right into the playoffs.
Yeah,
just have
Which, if you ask Ovechkin, he would vote for that every year. I think he doesn't.
Yeah, but how are we gonna go from you're not training, you're not playing, and then all of a sudden into the highest level of sports?
Well, no,
did you see that they wanted to do a week of training camp?
Every league's discussed. They'll do if they start up end of July, mid July, they'll start a 1 week training camp.
Yeah, and then jump into the highest level of hockey.
The players
have tons of injuries.
No, but the players said they'll be fine. If they have 1 week of camp, they're good to go. Because a lot of them are working out on their own. I mean, baseball.
Yeah, Ryan Strom's shooting fucking tennis balls into an empty net.
Someone was playing with Panarin's really easy.
Who said that?
Hall? Was that Hall?
Yeah, Taylor Hall said it.
I mean, so Taylor Hall should join the Rangers next year.
That's what I was going to say. Did you see someone said that Gretzky started the coronavirus just so Ovechkin doesn't pass him?
I mean, that's
no.
bold. That's bold. I definitely think the Chinese government had more to do with it.
You know what else the Chinese government has to do with? TikTok.
You really? I would agree with that, Little C, but you're still supporting TikTok.
Oh, TikTok's the best.
Why is TikTok the best, Corey?
It's just prime content.
Why is it prime
just
content?
Like Vine. It's just
it is less like Vine.
Yeah, but
wait. Did you have Vine, Teets?
No.
Hey, you don't know.
Vine, right?
Yeah.
I've seen Vine, but Vine. No, but the thing, if the Department of Defense puts out a warning being like, "Hey, do you know TikTok? That's not its first name. It was Musical."
It was
Musically, yeah. Savannah had it. Savannah used to make Musically.
It's owned by a Chinese company.
Yeah, we know.
The Department of Defense is their employees are banned from owning it on their phones. And State Department employees.
You already downloaded it. They got pictures of you as you said.
No, it's gone now.
They just kept it.
The Department of Defense said, if you work for us, you can't own this. You'll go there's punishment if you do. So I don't see why.
I got to research this then because I never heard of it.
I'll send you an article. I was reading an article about it this morning.
You are the most anti-TikTok person I think in the whole world.
The Department of Defense that's defending your ass right now is against it too.
Again, I got to research that. I got to because nothing's going to stop me. TikTok is great.
Yeah, but you're really bad at TikToking, so I assume by now you would have just given up.
TikTok immediately, right?
Oh, I'm going to learn that dance. Teets, you should learn some TikTok dances.
I know 3 TikTok dances.
Really? Do them.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to do them.
Why not?
Because I'm too good for you. Pretty simple.
Marist.
That's an inside joke that's really good for podcasts with people that don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, TikTok's great.
But you're only in it because you stare at girls on it.
That's the only
reason. If there was no hot girls on that, you wouldn't have a TikTok.
Yes, I would.
Really?
No, you wouldn't.
It's just it's a bonus.
Oh, okay.
It's
How big of a bonus?
Huh?
How's it? It's not an add-on. That's all you care about. You texted me. You text me blank's name is so hot.
Oh, Addison. Oof.
And what's she? 15?
She's 18. Charlie's 15, but.
And do you think she's hot?
No, a lot of people do though.
Tank was surprised. She's 15.
It's bad. All right, I got this article here. The title is TikTok accused of secretly gathering user data and sending it to China.
How long ago is that?
December 2nd, 2019.
Oh, so 3 months ago? When the Department of Defense?
Well, obviously no one cares. No one cares.
Well, the Department of Defense cares. TikTok's going down. What do they know? The Chinese know everything now. And you're just helping them out. Americans, you are.
They started coronavirus.
Hey, we're just over here just defending the country right now. And you all ain't helping, okay?
TikTok is secretly loaded with Chinese surveillance software and lawsuit claims. A class action lawsuit in the U.S. claims the popular video sharing app comes pre-installed with Chinese surveillance software that violates privacy data and consumer protection laws.
Do they pay like their most popular like TikTokers?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
Charlie and Addison Rae and all them, they're making like money.
Oh,
Yeah.
off this.
they make
They
bank.
make tons of money. They're millionaires now.
Shit.
I think Charlie's
Damn.
net worth is like.
That's crazy.
She was at Barstool.
She was
all
at
them.
the NBA All-Star game, right? Or some
Sorry,
shit.
some things are more important than others.
What?
Barstool, the NBA.
She's estimated